And we're back. Okay. All right. Let's get busy. 2026. Just want to wish everybody a happy new year. Hopefully everybody is safe and sound. And yeah, it's time to get paid now because the NFL postseason is about to start in about a week. And in this video we're gonna look at the different narratives, look at all the teams, all the possibilities. I'm not gonna give you guys a pick because, like I said in my other videos, we don't put out free picks anymore. Everything goes on the Patreon. So if you really want to know who's gonna win the Super Bowl or who's gonna be in the Super Bowl, the two teams will be the notes will be on Patreon. So patreon.com/Simple Truth TV. In the comment section of this video, I'm gonna leave a link. All you have to do is click the link, support the channel, join the Patreon, and in result, you get free. Well, not free, but you'll get valuable information that you can make money on. Um. So okay. If you guys want to join the stream, I'm gonna put the link in the comment section. Let's see. I forgot how to do this because it's been a while. Let me see if I remember. Okay. Okay. I guess I got it. Okay. Okay. One try. Good. Because they moved everything around, so everything on YouTube is different now. But the StreamYard seems to be the same. Okay. So as you guys know, the halftime performer for the Super Bowl will be Bad Bunny, and the day that he was announced as the halftime performer. Of course, that was ritualistic because it was by the numbers. Let me see if I can go back to that post. It was a while ago. I think it was like around October that they announced that he was gonna be performing. You guys saw what they did on LeBron's birthday though. The Pistons and Lakers played each other. The day LeBron turned 41. Notice the score was tied at 79-79 because LeBron Ramon James equals 79. This is always a big number with him. That's why the year that the Lakers beat the Heat in the finals, that final started on the day with 79 numerology. And they had the 79 team, the Miami Heat, go against the Lakers on the 79 day numerology. All tribute to LeBron James. I won't be surprised if LeBron James dies at 79 because we know murder in Society of Jesus equals 79. That pure cipher is a very deadly number. That's why, Kobe Bryant equals 41 in that same cipher, and he died at 41 in the helicopter crash, supposedly. Yeah, I know. I know I was talking about Bad Bunny, but I just want to I'm looking at all the stuff that I post on Instagram because I don't make videos about a lot of this stuff. You guys remember the last live stream I did? I was covering that home invasion that happened in Minnesota where 3 people died, and that video was put out right before Christmas, right during the holidays, scare people about getting their deliveries. That YouTube channel it's called Midwest Crime. Just notice this video that they put up. This is a different video, right? But look at the thumbnail that they use, right? They took a shot of the door 201, and the video just happens to have 666,000 views. This is the same YouTube channel that put out that video about that home invasion that all of you thought it was real, and it's still. I'm still on the fence about it. I don't know, because like I said in that video, I don't know if they're gonna have kids participating in rituals like that. That was a really disgusting ritual. 3 people supposed to be died. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it, about that one. But look at this though. This YouTube channel obviously are doing things by the numbers. I mean, the odds of them putting out this thumbnail. I mean, come on. 666 views with the 201 door. Of course, DJ Jehovah's 201. If you guys didn't know that. So I don't know, man. I don't know about that YouTube channel. I think they definitely do things ritualistic. And remember, I told you guys that home invasion ended up on CNN, and CNN is the #1 propaganda wing for the Jesuits. All right, so Bad Bunny. So when did they announce his that he was going to be the halftime performer? And for the record, you guys, this is we've nailed all 4 of these championships in 2025. We had the Thunder, of course, that was synced up with the Oklahoma City bombing. Remember, they put out the bus painted already. The Thunder Parade bus. It was already painted before Game 7 was even played against the Pacers. Because the Eagles, you guys made me change my pick last year. So many trolls in my comment section. I told you guys it was all about 301. While Andy Reid was going to stay on 301 wins because Jalen Alexander-Hurts equals 301. He picked up his 22nd loss with the team against his former team, the Eagles. Actually, he picked up his 61st loss against his former team, the Philadelphia Eagles, who used to coach. Of course, Philadelphia Eagles 61. They had the 61-year-old Ron Tolbert refereeing the game. Chiefs picked up their 22nd postseason loss against the Eagles. Eagles 22. That was a blowout. And then Dodgers win the World Series on Fernando Valenzuela's birthday. They picked up their 106th win of the season. Stayed on 73 losses because Fernando's full name equals 73 on 106. And Los Angeles Dodgers equals 73. All of these rituals, we've nailed it before the series has concluded. Sometimes it takes us longer than other times, but eventually we always get it right. If you guys remember, this series went to 7 games, but we knew before Game 7 was played who was going to win the championship. Of course, the Super Bowl, we knew a week in advance who was going to win, but then obviously we did change our pick because a lot of people in the community kept leaving negativity in the comment section saying that Patrick Mahomes was going to three-peat, and you guys all saw that didn't happen. Like I told you guys, it wasn't going to happen. Blow the whistle. That's what we was doing over here. We was blowing a whistle, but you guys didn't listen. And this series also went 7 games, and I did a live stream. We covered the game while it was going on. Even though the Blue Jays had the lead most of the game, they ended up tying it at 4 to eventually win. I think they won 5-4. As baseball equals 54 on Fernando's birthday. And then the Panthers back-to-back champions. You guys, I think I explained to you guys why they was going to win and pick up that 70th postseason win. Because they did it against the Edmonton Oilers back-to-back seasons. They had a similar ritual in back-to-back years. I think last year, I think the coach picked up his 70th postseason win because Edmonton Oilers equals 70 or something like that. Let me just see. And this year, I think the franchise picked up their 70th postseason win as a franchise against the same team. So whatever the gematria of Edmonton Oilers is, that's what happened. Yeah, 70. Yeah, so it was 2 back-to-back 70 rituals. Yeah. As predicted. There it is. Actually, that was game 2. So June 17th, 2025, the Panthers won 4-2, 4 games to 2, a score of 5-1. The Panthers picked up their 70th postseason win. Let's go to StatMuse so you guys can see it at home. Florida Panthers postseason record. There it is. They picked up their 70th postseason win against the Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton Oilers equals 70. The year prior to that, the Panthers head coach Paul Maurice picked up his 70th postseason win against the same team, Edmonton Oilers. So back-to-back 70 rituals. All right. So yeah, we saw that a mile away. I think we nailed that before the playoffs even started. Actually, no, I don't want to lie. It was before the Stanley Cup started. So once they had the two teams, I said, okay, so they're doing the same thing as last year. Let's take a look. We know there's a 70. They had 66 postseason wins as a franchise. I said this is money in the bank. They're gonna win 4 games in the series and get to 70, just like our last year. The head coach got to 70 when he came into the series with 66 wins in the postseason. Okay, so yeah, so that's our track record, you guys. That's why I don't understand how so few people even support this channel. I bet you there's not even 50 people watching this live stream. Unbelievable. But anyways, who cares about that? Those of you who are watching, those are the ones that matter. Anybody else can, do whatever you want. Oh yes, okay. So let's go back to Bad Bunny. So when did they announce that Bad Bunny was going to be the halftime performer? Oh yeah, remember Drake? I told you guys the Blue Jays was gonna win Game 1 on Drake's 39th birthday, pick up that 39th postseason win. Actually, let's just do a Google search. So, when did Bad Bunny? When was Bad Bunny announced to perform at the Super Bowl? It says here September 28th. That's an important date because that's going to be part of the ritual. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so here it is. Here's the post. So what I wrote here was this announcement comes 133 days before the Super Bowl. 133, okay. Bad Bunny in football equals 133. There's a few teams that have a 13-3 record. Obviously, they won't finish 13-3 because there's 18 games in the season. So look, you got the Patriots at 13-3. They got the Broncos at 13-3. And they got the Seahawks at 13-3. Bad Bunny is 133 like football. So that's the 4 teams, right? 1, 2, 3. And depending on what happens on Sunday, that can all change, right? So that's not going to be the record going into the Super Bowl. I mean, going into the playoffs, because like I said, it's 17 games, 18 weeks, one bye week. There's only 16 games, so it used to be a 16 game season, but they changed it around. Okay, so what else I wrote? Furthermore, Bad Bunny did not perform in the U.S. for his current world tour because of the Trump administration's recent mass deportation targeting Latinos. And yeah, President Government White House 133. Okay. Let me read some of the comments. So King Richard says that Trump was born on Flag Day. Yeah, that's interesting that they announced this 106 days before Trump's birthday. Okay, let me see. So let's go to September 28th. 106 days after his birthday, you mean? Okay, that's interesting. Because it's 106th season. And Black Lives Matter is 106, right? This has to do with Latinos and deportations. So they got the Latino performer. Okay. Hmm. Actually, Bad Bunny is just like football. Okay, so that's that. Like I said, we're just putting out, just ideas. If you guys want to join the stream, you can. I left the link in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think. I'm just brainstorming right now because the playoffs hasn't started yet. We don't know the official bracket. This was put out by Bleach Report, but this can change around because obviously there's still games left in the season. So this is not official yet. But this is a potential bracket. Um okay, so look at this. So 2025 was very deadly for NFL players, for former NFL players. We have here about 9 people who passed away in 2025, and there's probably more. But these are the 9 names that came up on Google. So you got Kenny Isley, Hall of Fame safety for the Seattle Seahawks, died in November. Seahawks are definitely, comp, you know, a team that can compete in the Super Bowl. I think they're the 1 seed. Okay, so we got a former Seahawks player, Kenny Isley. I'm gonna measure from their deaths and birthdays individually. Um, I don't know if I want to do it in this stream because it's gonna be boring for you guys to watch me, put numbers in a calculator. But eventually I will get to do that. But I don't know if I want to do it now. Let's see. Let's see how I feel. Okay, so Nick Mangold, I remember him because I did a blog post on him. 7-time Pro Bowl center for the New York Jets. He died in October from kidney disease complications. Obviously, the Jets are out, but sometimes these players, even though they don't play for the teams in the playoffs, you gotta look up their stats because sometimes they got drafted by a team that's in a contender in the postseason this year. So it's not always at the team that they was remembered for, but sometimes they were drafted by a team and didn't get to play for that franchise. Like for example, Kobe was drafted by the Hornets. So they did a lot of tributes to Kobe when he passed away through the Hornets organization. That's the team that drafted him into the NBA. And just to show you guys what I mean by that, let's go back to 2020. One of my most successful years after Kobe died. So this was the day he actually died. The day before he died, the Hornets played. I remember. Was it the day before or the 24th? Maybe it was after he died that they paid tribute. I know they paid tribute to him through the Hornets. I don't remember exactly what day that was. Yeah, so many Kobe tributes when he died. Oh my god. Let's take a look at January 26th for a second. Actually, the 25th, the day before he died. With a tribute to Kobe Bryant written on his Nikes, LeBron James moves past the retired. Oh my gosh. James passes Bryant on NBA scoring list and Lakers loss. And then the next day, Bryant passed. Some people might say, oh, that's reaching. Sure. You know what it was? I think they paid tribute to Kobe right before the pandemic. So let's go to March 11th. That was the day that the NBA was suspended. Yeah, I think this was it right here. Yeah, that's what it was. So the Hornets noted this was on March 11th, right? 113. Kobe Bryant goes 113. The Hornets were like 10-point underdogs this game. And we made a lot of money on Patreon. People was like, "Yo, you're crazy taking the Hornets," because the thing is, you guys noticed the first quarter, the Heat was up 40-22. So people were sending me text messages like, "Oh my god, you're the worst. Stop, delete your channel, blah blah blah. I told you there's no way the Hornets gonna beat the Heat." I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm like, you really gonna fade 41-24 the year that Kobe Bryant died? Really? Okay. And then what happened in the second quarter? They came back. Then in the third quarter, they took the lead and eventually put it away in the fourth. And the Heat fell to 41-24. The year that number 24 died at 41. The team that drafted him. Ching. And all those people, because a lot of them. I remember it was like 4 people that unsubscribed after that first quarter. I'm like, the fuck are you guys doing? Like, the game is 3 quarters. Like, you're gonna unsubscribe because they're down by 18 points? All right. And those people, I don't think they ever came back, but because the egos can't admit you're wrong, can't apologize after you've been trolling. Like those 200 people who left all those negative comments after I put out my Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl pick last year. None of those people came back and apologized when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. It was like 200 people on in the comment section. The Mavericks, the 113 team, they won with 113 points on March 11th. Pay tribute to Kobe. Because this was 201 days after Kobe's birthday. All of the game were 201. Okay, so actually, since there's nobody in the back, I do want to take a look at this Kenny Isley guy, just real quick, see how he lines up because he did play for the Seahawks. So yeah, man, I've been through it all. I've heard it all. I've seen it all. January 15th. That's the thing. He dies. His birthday is 24 days before Super Bowl. Seahawks equals 24. Hmm. Wow, that's interesting, man. So I always say about these sacrifices before the playoffs. They have a lot of meaning. It's more than just death. Yeah, and this guy played all his games with the Seahawks. He played 80. He started in 87 games. Is that funny for the Seahawks? Seahawks 87 and 24. the Super Bowl is 24 days after his birthday, so that's something I want to document. I'm just gonna be writing stuff here, just so I can remember later. He played most of his career. So when did he die? He died on 11/14. He died 86 days before the Super Bowl, or a span of 87. Man, Seahawks is 87-24. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Super Bowl is 24 days after Kenny Burns' birthday, and he died a span of 87 days before the Super Bowl. Seahawks is 87 forwards, 24 with the rules of numerology. Okay. Okay, so Kenny Ozzy, what did he die from? I think what was his cause of death? The Enforcer. That is 66, NFL 66. Pro Football Hall of Famer and Seattle Seahawks legend Kenny Ozzy died at 66 in November 2025, but his official cause of death has not been publicly released by the Hall of Famer or his family, though he struggled with kidney disease and received a transplant years prior. Okay, moving on. Doug Martin, two-time Pro Bowl running back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, died in October while in police custody. Yeah, I remember this. Supposedly the cops killed him. Marshawn Nealand, young defensive end for the Dallas Cowboys, died in November after a police chase. So we got two police-related murders, deaths in 2025 involving a football player or a former football player. Interesting. George Atkinson, Super Bowl champion safety for the Oakland Raiders, died in October. Who did he play for? Let's see. He only played for the Raiders. He didn't play for anybody else. Oh well, look, he retired as a Denver Bronco. Another team that's competing for the Super Bowl. I'm just glad that Mahomes is not in the playoffs. That way, I don't have to hear all the Mahomes, Mahomes, Mahomes. What's the 60th prime? 281. All right. So Bob Trump P. Cincinnati Bengals tight end and sports radio personality died in 2025. I wonder how many days after Trump's birthday he passed away. Died at the age of 80 on November 2nd. Super Bowl is 112. He died 98 days before the Super Bowl. Of course, that's a big number with the Patriots. His name is also 106, so that's interesting. His name is also 133, like Bad Bunny in football. Um, so Bob Trumpy. Where are the Patriots at in the bracket? They're the 2 seed, huh? So for them to reach the Super Bowl, they would have to win 1, 2, 3 games. 4 to win the Super Bowl, 3 to reach the Super Bowl. So they could get 40 wins. They'll win the Super Bowl with 41. What's going on, John?
Arthur, how's it going? How you doing today?
I'm all right, man. Thank you for joining us today.
No problem. So I was the one that sent you that photo of DK Metcalf and Aaron Rodgers with the number 1 and the 12 on their jerseys side by side a few days ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Well, now I'm actually thinking that the Super Bowl matchup is going to be the Bills against the Eagles, because I don't know if you've been following, but gold and silver have reached record highs this year. And 2 types of bullion coins are buffaloes and eagles.
Okay.
So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. That's
a good observation, but you think that's when you don't think the Super Bowl will be a little bit more complicated than that?
No, in mind. I'm not. Yeah, I'm just saying that's a. I'm not saying that I'm going to be correct. Who the hell?
Yeah, go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
Yeah, who the hell knows what the people who are in charge, or how they're going to play it? Because they could be, they could have so many matchups, they could have so many narratives to throw all of us off.
Yeah, like they always do. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's always more complicated than that. It's always like it's like once it all unfolds, we start noticing how huge it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's never just that, that straightforward or that simple. Like even last year when the Eagles won, it was a massive tribute to Tom Brady, and it was a bunch of stuff connected to it that we all of us even overlooked,
Right. In the Latin cipher, Tom Brady equals 667, and the Eagles got their 667th over all-time win.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Yeah.
To
it. And it was more than that, but but that was one of the big pieces, and everybody was looking at the 666 stuff, not realizing that they was paying tribute to Tom Brady. I think wasn't he calling the game?
Yes, he was.
He called the game.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a great observation. I just think the thing about the Bills, are they gonna have a 7th seed in the Super Bowl? Because I don't even know if they're gonna beat the Patriots, to be honest. Because the Patriots look like they have the better numbers in that series. They're gonna play the Patriots in that first wild card round.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Are the brackets even set yet? They still have to play one more game.
Yeah, but those two, I think there's certain teams that I think it doesn't really affect this week. Doesn't really affect their standings, and I think Patriots and Bills are one of those 2 teams.
Okay.
They already clinched. They already clinched the 2 seed, and I think the Bills can like they could play either the Jaguars or the Patriots, but I think they're gonna end up playing the Patriots. Especially with what this guy's name that used to play for the Bills. They just got he got the strangulation charges. The Cardi B boyfriend.
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs. Yeah, especially with
Yeah.
that ritual. He played for both of those teams, and now those 2 teams are about to meet in the playoffs. So that's what lets me think that they are going to have the Bills and Patriots in the first round.
Okay. Well, that's all I wanted to share with you. And I'll let somebody else get on here. Listen, you have a happy and a healthy New Year.
Thank you. You too.
You too, and I'll take care.
All right, have a good one. Thank you, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. Yeah, anybody else wants to join in? The link should be in the comment section. I'll post it again. Yeah, I'm not saying that anybody is right or wrong. So if you guys think that it's gonna be 2 teams, hey, listen, I don't know yet. It's too early. I'm just brainstorming, putting everything together. So if don't get offended if I don't agree with you. It's just I'm just speaking out of my ass because I don't know yet. It's just certain things like I don't think I don't think that the Patriots are gonna lose to the Bills in the first round. I just don't think that, but we'll see though. I've been wrong before, right? So who knows? Yeah, but the more people join the stream, the more interesting this live stream is because it's kind of boring just watching me decode. I like hearing the voices. That way, people at home can see a different perspective than just mine. So we got Antonio. What's going on, Antonio? Thank you for joining us.
Hey, what's up? So I came to you last year about Philly in the Super Bowl after
Yeah.
their linebacker who played in Philly when he played the Raiders like 40 some years ago. I noticed something. His birthday was on the Super Bowl, and then when you combine Cooper DeJean and Saquon Barkley's numbers together, it made 59. Then also I peeped some sick shit. So the Eagles advanced to Super Bowl 59 5 years after Kobe's death date with 9 deaths. I was like, that's some sick shit. That's beyond
Say
sick.
that one more time. Say that one more time.
So the Eagles advanced to Super Bowl 59 5 years after Kobe's death, and 9 people died in that crash. That is so sick. It's beyond sick when I noticed that. But I'm also noticing some things this year about Philly. I could be wrong, but also I noticed that so back to back equals 32. And I did a number put yesterday in Gematria hit Eagles equals 32. Then I also
Yeah,
noticed that it's been
NFL. 32 is a big NFL number.
Yeah. And then it's been 32 years since an NFC team has went back to back as well. And also Byron something, his first name equals 60 in Gematria. He played for both Houston and Philly. He won a Super Bowl with Philly. And the current head coach of the Texans played for both Philly and Houston. That's why I made a pick in the off season that Philly and Houston, Jalen Hurts can get his second ring against his hometown team, and that puts Philly at 33 all time, or 3-3 in Super Bowls, which is 33 like Kobe number when he played in Lower Marion. And also Kobe got his second ring against his hometown team of Philly. So I'm looking at these things and like it's hard to say, like you say, it's hard to say. We don't know. It's hard to say.
Did you see how going back to that game? I'm just noticing something now. So, like you said, on Kobe's death anniversary,
Yes, sir.
you had the Eagles and Chiefs win, right?
Yep.
And the Eagles won with 55 points. The
Yep.
Chiefs won with 32 points.
Yep.
Which makes 87. And the Eagles won the Super Bowl, right? Philadelphia Eagles equals 87.
Oh, wow.
So in that conference championship, they was letting us know who's going to win the championship again.
Wow.
With the combination of the scores.
Wow. that's my first time noticing that, but I did notice that number that KC won with 32 points and the Eagles won by 32. That's why on Facebook I was able to predict. I said the Eagles gonna win by either 8, 24, or 32, and I knew that because of Gematria, and I knew what they were doing, so I could pick what they're gonna win by even before the final score was even set.
They won.
So
Well, you mean the Super Bowl?
I mean the against Washington, conference against Washington.
Oh yeah, they won by
Commanders.
32 points, and
Yeah,
the Chiefs won with 32 points. Yeah.
yeah. So I could easily predict the final score of the Eagles Commanders because I knew, like Gematria, I knew what they were doing. It's sick. Like it was the 2 seed versus the 6 seed last year, right? And that season was kind of centered around Saquon Barkley, number 26.
Yeah, him was that Super Bowl was on his birthday.
Yep, yep.
This year they got the conference championship on January 25th. Anything stands out to you about that date?
Uh, uh, Not necessarily. I'm looking at it's like nothing really stands out about that date. It's like I've been eyeing the Texans all year, even when it was 0-3. I've been eyeing them all year because of the guy that passed away over the summer. I've been looking at them even when it was like 0-3. I said don't, and now they're like what 10-5, 11-5 now. So
Let me take a look because it could change, right? Because there's
yeah,
still games left. I wanted to wait for the stream I wanted to wait till at least Monday to make it, but people have been asking me to make it. So they're 11-5.
okay. So it's just a lot of like, and then also I noticed that so the season did open up on Beyonce's birthday, who is from Houston, like Jalen's from Houston as well. And it's how about to say, like train of thought. Oh, also too, I noticed something too. So when the NFL does, it's probably nothing, but when the NFL does their top 100 players pick, I
Mhm.
noticed they put Cooper DeJean, number 33, at number 60 as well, which I kind of noticed too. I don't know if that means anything at all, but I do. We do know that NFL is notorious for giving out signs, throughout the year. So, and I did notice that as well, that he was number 60, number 33 for the Eagles.
Okay. So it sounds to me like you're leaning on Philadelphia.
Yeah, back to back. The first because NFC hasn't had back to back champions since the Cowboys did it, and the Eagles opened up their season because the Cowboys, and it's been exactly 32 years since that's been done now. So
It's been 32 years since the team went back to back. That's
yeah,
a good one.
I mean for the NFC.
Oh, for the NFC, okay.
Yes, sir. So I noticed that the other day when I did my math, my research. I said, okay, 32 years, like, yep. And then the Eagles equals 32 in Gematria as well. And back to back, I know also too, tush push equals what is it, 33 or 24. And but also the flip side, because things we double coded, that 24 gets me too. Because like I said, regardless, win or lose, it's still 2-4 like Kobe. If they win 3-3 like Kobe at Lower Mary. So it's still a Kobe thing regardless, even if they win or lose. So that's where it gets me as well.
Did you see so Wolfie in the comment section he wrote it says that FanDuel they had an advertisement that says that Eagles and Bills might meet again.
Mm.
And so that'll be obviously in the Super Bowl,
Ooh.
right? If that happens.
Yes, and another thing too about the Bills and Eagles. If the Bills and Eagles were to play, and let us say for the sake of argument, the Eagles won, the Bills would have lost to every single NFC East team in the Super Bowl if the Bills lose that game, which is crazy. You think about it. Twice to the Cowboys and once to the Giants and Commanders. Well, at the time, there was the Redskins. So that's interesting too.
Okay. I think people are overlooking though, like these sleeper teams like the Bears, and 'cause I feel like it's gonna be one of those teams that like people are just overlooking, like
Yeah,
the Jaguars, the Bears, you know.
yeah, like
These
dark horse
teams always
teams.
they always find a way to sneak them in there somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out like because they always have the halftime performer, have like it's always like a riddle with the halftime performer.
yep,
But this Bad Bunny stuff has me like confused. I'm like, what does it mean?
yeah. And I was looking at cause I've been looking at a lot of things because I know like I was as soon as he was announced, I did look into it as well. And I couldn't find anything about. I tried to look for anything. I couldn't find nothing. I try to look at as you know your experience, so you know about how the news and sometimes you can look at other sports and kind of tell too, like I know the Dodgers last year, that definitely was a Kobe thing because the Dodgers and the Eagles are Kobe's two favorite teams. And I'm looking and I see the Dodgers went back to back. That don't mean Philly go back to back, but it's just it's things that you try to look at, but like you said, it's hard to really say. It's hard to really say about. I know even like things with like I know when the Eagles won their first Super Bowl, that was a Kobe tribute in itself because 41 was
Yeah,
the
they
age
won
he
with
died
41
at.
points to beat the Patriots at 41. Yeah,
Yep, and then 33 is his number. Well, 33 is his number he
it's
played.
a gematria of his name.
Yep. So that was a clear Kobe tribute, and that was foreshadowing.
Yeah, they was paying tribute to him before he even died.
Yep. Yep.
And that's why this stuff is so hard because like think about trying to figure out that Super Bowl.
Yep.
You don't know that Kobe's gonna die in 2020.
Nope.
So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes they have things planned for the future,
Mm-hmm.
and you're trying to figure it out in the moment, and then you might get it wrong, but then like years later, then
Yeah.
you realize why they had that team actually win.
Yeah. And you want to hear some kind of some sick. It's not like sports related, but it's kind of crazy. All right, so Michael B. Jordan, Chadwick Boseman, right? Um, Michael B. Jordan replaced Chadwick Boseman on All My Children, and then like over like 15 years later, in the movie Black Panther, he pretty much replaced his character as the King of Wakanda. So
Mm.
you see how that works a little bit. Like it's kind of creepy, eerie.
Yeah,
If you
that
think
is
about
that
it.
is. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's eerie. So I told my cousin because she's into this stuff too. I said that tells me right there they foreshadowed this stuff years in advance, and it's crazy.
Yeah, they had us. They was letting people know that he was gonna replace him for the Black Panther movie. Wow,
Yep, replaced them in the
literally.
movie, and then he passed away. Of course, we all probably know it was a
I
murder or
probably hope.
sacrifice.
Well, I don't know. I think some of them. I don't know if that because the thing is like a lot of these the big name deaths like they always hide the funerals and stuff like it's always like a
Yeah,
mystery like the Kobe Bryants and Chadwick Boseman. Yeah, but if he did die, yeah, that obviously was a sacrifice. He didn't die from whatever they said that he died. I
nah.
think they died say cancer or something like that.
I think was it
Yeah,
no,
prostate cancer or something like
it was
that.
something like that. He passed away from. Yeah, like it's just it's sick, It's and then after his death, and I seen something about I can't I'm not verbatim, but it was like Michael B. Jordan said he's channeling child for sinners. It was something about not mocked him, but he kind of like channeled Chadwick for his role. It was something like that. I gotta look it up, but I kind of glossed over it, but I did kind of like read it real quick. But stuff like that, and being that we know what they do, it's kind of sick, you know. Um, it's very very sick altogether.
It is. It is. But that's why I think I don't like. I'm trying to have my thing is this, right? If you're, how can you like a 13-year-old? Let's talk about Gianna Bryant for example.
Mhm.
Like you really think that they're gonna they took like they didn't allow this girl to have an adulthood like
Yeah.
Like, do you really think they really sacrificed her at 13 and just snatched her from her future? Like,
I have a question. I don't want to get too deep into it crazy. Because I kind of maybe I'm looking too far into it, but I'm not saying it's the case. But have you took a good look at Myles Garrett?
yeah. People saying that that's Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, like he looks just like him during his
Well, the
early
thing
days
is,
as a
just
Laker.
because you look like somebody, that doesn't mean you're that
Yeah,
person. I mean, you
yeah,
could be a brother, you could be a relative.
yeah. That's true.
There are people who, like, if you look, I don't know if you noticed, I mean, just think about the Eminem video, right? Slim Shady.
Hmm.
All of those white boys look like Eminem.
True.
They all look like Eminem. So looking like somebody doesn't prove that you're related, that you're the same person. I mean,
Yeah.
there was people on that video, on that Slim Shady video, that looked more like Eminem than Eminem.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. But I mean, it's like you said, a lot of these people probably not even dead for real. They're probably not even dead. Probably they're probably somewhere off on the island. I don't know, but probably not even dead. Um.
Like, look at this photograph, right? Like,
Mhm.
I don't know if if they do some surgery on a few of them, I won't be able to tell which one is Eminem for real.
Yeah.
They all got the blonde hair, the white, like they really look like the guy.
Especially the one on the one oh wow, the one like on the far.
Look at this
That's
guy. Look at this guy.
oh
Like,
wow, that's it. That's insane. Oh wow, wow,
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, just
wow,
because you look like somebody, I
Yeah.
don't think.
wow. Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah,
look
man,
just alike.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's what's going on sometimes, but I don't believe in that Kobe's playing football. Just to be honest with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, Kobe was a big, because it seemed like when he passed away, it's kind of like, that was around the time of the, what happened a few months, like a month later. That's when everything went to crap in the world, and it's like Kobe's death kicked everything off.
Yeah,
And
they've been paying tribute to this guy ever since,
yeah,
and we're going on a 6-year anniversary in a couple of days.
yes, sir. Yep. And
6 years later, he's still paying tribute to the guy.
yeah, and like, one thing I didn't notice too, like I said, when the Dodgers won their 8th championship in 2024, that was a clear Kobe tribute because of how.
Yeah, the Celtics, the last 2 championships was in 08 and
Mhm.
in 24.
Wow,
And they won it on 617, both championships. 617, 113 prime number.
wow,
It's
that's
been all Kobe since he died.
yeah. It was a big.
And think about it. When they won in 08,
Mhm.
Kobe was still alive, right? So
Yeah.
12 years before he even died, they was paying tribute to him.
Mm-mm.
And they beat Kobe in that. And that was the year that
Yep.
he lost to them.
Yep. I was a kid that year. Yep. And then also a part this too, how he checked out of the game with 41 seconds left, his last game with
Yeah,
41 seconds left.
4.1.
I mean 4.1. Yeah. And
Yeah,
people.
and that was 4 years before he died.
Yep.
Have you ever seen he made an appearance on a sitcom? I did a video about it years ago. Let me see if I can pull it up. But the announcer was saying that the score was 126 to something. I forgot what it was. Let me see. Have you ever watched that video that I made? I don't know.
I don't think so. I try to go back and find the Kobe videos, but I can't really find them because YouTube stays hiding stuff, like all the good stuff.
I think it's still on this channel, that video that I made. But
All right. Or remember that video where what was it? Someone threw Kobe threw a basketball at the helicopter or something, and it
yeah,
crashed.
oh yeah, I found it. So let me just show people at home so they can see it too. So it was the Bette Miller show.
Mhm.
This show aired on November 29th in the year 2000.
Wow.
And let's see if I have the clip. so you guys can hear it.
That's insane.
Oh yeah, it was in my other channel. They deleted my other channel.
Okay.
But there was a scene where actually, let's see if YouTube has it. Probably has that moment. But I want you guys to listen to like how they say the score is 126, and that's the date that, of course, that he died, right?
Yep. Oh my, that's sick. That is sick.
Can you hear it?
I hear it. It's kind of like muffled.
Can you hear it perfect or no?
Nah, I hear like muffled. It's kind of muffled.
Can't hear it?
Nah, I hear like kind of like sound like water moving.
Can you guys hear it? Man, Antonio, what happened to Antonio? Oh, hopefully he comes back. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to hear that though if I play the video. I remember last time I was trying to play something on StreamYard, it didn't play. Antonio.
Hello, you hear me? Shit.
Yeah, you can't hear it. Oh yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Antonio, but you guys could hear me though, right? I'm pretty sure you can. All right. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to hear the video, but yeah, there's it's actually this scene right here. So it's at the 135 at the 135 mark. That's funny. At the 1 minute and 35-second mark, I'm gonna leave a link in the comment section. The announcer says that the score is 135 to what was it that he said? To 75. Of course. No, he said it's 126 to 75, and 126 plus 75 is 201. And Catholic Church is 75, right? Crash on 126, a difference of 51 points. Helicopter 51. Yeah, that show came out 41 weeks before September 11th. Yeah, you can't hear the video. Yeah, that's what happens. StreamYard doesn't allow people to play the videos. But I left the video link. Here it is in the comment section. You guys can hear it. I mean, you can play it on your own. So, Antonio, if you want to come back, I don't know, for some reason I lost the audio on your part. Oh yeah, anybody else wants to join in? Yeah, the link. I'll leave it. I'll put it back. Hold on. Let me find the link again. Okay, so that's the link. Somebody says it might be connected to the Pope. You mean the Super Bowl? Let's see. You got that 9/14 birthday. $147. Well, the two teams will be determined 133 days after his birthday. 19 weeks. Seattle's 19. Oh, Pope Francis. Yeah, Pope Francis. He died on 5/8, right? Or was it? No. He died on 4/21. Like Prince. Same day that Prince died in history. 293 to 62nd prime, 42 weeks after his death. Yeah, the Wizards became 8-24 before playing the Lakers. Yeah, exactly. All right, so yeah, so if anybody else wants to join in, I'll keep doing what I was doing earlier. So, all right, so where we left off at, Bad Bunny, right? Okay, so Bad Bunny, the king of Latin trap. Okay. Let's take a look at the Broncos because I'm telling you guys, one of these teams that a lot of people are sleeping on. They're gonna have one of these teams in there. Everybody's anticipating the Seahawks. They might have Sean Payne in the Super Bowl, the former Seahawks head coach. It's probably what all this Seahawks stuff is about. He might end up beating the Seahawks. Who knows? You guys don't find that interesting that the team that he used to coach and the team that he coaches right now. Actually, I'm confusing him. He didn't coach the Seahawks. I'm bugging. He coached the Saints, right? The Seahawks head coach, the former Seahawks head coach is Pete Carroll. That's confusing him with Pete Carroll. Never mind. But Sean Payne coached the Saints, right? All right, let me take a look at the Broncos. You know what I'm thinking too? If they do what they did last year, remember last year they had the Broncos play the Bills to pay tribute to OJ Simpson? Because we've been seeing a lot of tributes to OJ. Yeah. He used to coach the Saints. My bad. Yeah. What's going on, Topsy? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the Eagles. A lot of people like the Eagles. I don't know. Yep. Big number 47. Yeah, they always make the Bills look really good, and then they always find a way to disappoint. Okay, so I'll give you guys a heads up for tomorrow for Saturday's game. I'm still not done with the decoding, but since we wasn't able to figure out much in this live stream, I'm gonna give you guys a heads up for this game right here. This game is really tricky. And like most games, is always a double coded. The Panthers this game is going to be played on Saturday, right? So if the Panthers lose, they can fall to 3-7 all time on Saturday games. And these are the 237 teams, right? Buccaneers is 37, Carolina equals 37. But on the other hand, Todd Bowles, who's the head coach of the Buccaneers, he can pick up his 75th loss, and Carolina Panthers is 75. So this is what they always do, right? They always find a way to double decode the games. I'm still not done with the research in this game, but if I can't make a decision on who wins, I'm gonna leave you guys with a prop bet for this game on Patreon. So yeah, I'm still working on this game. After this stream, I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing earlier today, decoding Saturday's games, and I also gotta post a NBA game for today. Because like I said, there are people paying for this stuff, so they always come first. I wanted to make the NFL live stream because somebody asked me to join to make the stream, but he never joined the stream. So he told me to do it. I've been here an hour and 10 minutes, and he never came. He never showed up. So there was a guy that he was supposed to be had a riddle for the Super Bowl, but he never came. He never joined us. So when I have my official NFL Super Bowl pick, like I said, it's gonna be on the Patreon. It won't be on YouTube. You guys will hear about it after the games are over. Because I'm not gonna let what happened last year happen again this year. But yeah. So these are the this is what FanDuel has as none of this stuff matters who's at the top. So don't think that because the Seahawks are at the top, that means they're gonna go to the Super Bowl. It doesn't mean anything. Some years it does, some years, but most years it doesn't. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. If you guys watch this on the playback, and if you guys think you figured out why Bad Bunny's at the halftime show, what does it have to do with the two teams that's going to be there? Leave a comment, and I will definitely explore your thoughts. Because I do think that Bad Bunny is a big part of this riddle. I haven't been able to figure it out yet though. Yeah, when you guys say Eagles and Broncos, you got to give a reason. Just don't just put out two teams and I'll give a decode. Give us a reason. Yeah, I did see that. I see that he came out with the black glove. I did see that. Yeah, 49ers and Bill will be ideal, but I doubt they do that. You're saying there was a hurricane that hit North Carolina. Okay. Look at the teams who are standing at 13-3, Denver and New England, both in their 66 season in the NFL. Super Bowl 60 at San Francisco was all about 66. Church saying. So Topsy writes, this is the second time the Super Bowl will be played in Santa Clara. The common denominator is Sean McDermott. He was the defensive coordinator for the Panthers when they lost Super Bowl 50. You like the Bills, huh? All right, let's see. Let's take a look at Josh Allen. $39. I keep seeing this 39 number show up a lot. And of course, Super's on the 39th day of the year. I don't know. I don't know what that means either. I gotta figure all this stuff out, man. This stuff is hard, man. Okay. I don't think the Bills are gonna get past the Patriots, like I said. But we'll see. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna get busy with the NBA stuff right now. And like I said, the next live stream you're gonna see about sports related is gonna be after the game. So the playoff starts, if I'm not mistaken, I think January 11th. January 10th. So these games will be covered after they all played, and then Sundays 3 games, and then Monday. So I'll be doing streams after these games are played, not before. All right. All right, you guys, thank you for joining us today. Please leave a comment and share what you guys think, because the more brains, the better. All right, you guys, enjoy your Thursday, and again, Happy New Year, and thank you guys for your support throughout the years. And I'll do my best this year to get it right on the first try. All right. Peace, you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.